cook soup in the middle of the water? Hey, I'm making Vietnamese sour shrimp soup, and right here we draw a very special vegetable. It's called samphire, salty, crunchy, and bursting with ocean flavor. And trust me, it brings something magical to Vietnamese sour shrimp soup. Here's what we need: fresh shrimp, juicy tomatoes, sweet pineapple, tamarinds for that signature sourness, and of course, samphire, the star of today's show. This dish is a balance of sweet, sour, salty, and fresh. Everything you want on a hot day by the sea. It cooks fast, tastes amazing, and might just become your new favorite Vietnamese soup. Before we start cooking, let's prepare our ingredients. First, I peel and devein the shrimp, setting the heads aside for the broth. Then I peel the starro stems and slice them thinly. Next, I cut the tomatoes into wedges and finely chop the garlic and shallots. Finally, I soak the tamarind pulp in warm water for about 10 minutes to extract the juice. With everything prepped and ready, we're all set to start cooking our delicious Vietnamese sour shrimp soup with samphire. Let's start by making the broth. I'm using the shrimp head and shell to create a rich, flavorful base. First, I rinse them thoroughly, then saute them in the hot pan until they turn pink and aromatic. Next, I add about 1.5 liters of water to the pan and bring it to a boil. This will extract all the sweetness of the shrimp shells, giving us a clear and tasty broth. After boiling for about 10 minutes, I strain the broth to remove the shells, leaving us with a clean, flavorful base for our soup. Now, let's bring everything together to cook our sour shrimp soup. First, I saute 80 grams of minced garlic in 15 milliliters of oil until golden. I then remove half of fire garlic and set it aside for garnish later. This is a secret to a fragrant soup. With the remaining garlic in the pan, I add the prepared shrimp and 5 milliliters of fish sauce. Stir frying until the shrimp turns pink. Then I turn off the heat to prevent overcooking. In a separate pot, I heat 30 ml of oil and saute 20 grams of minced shallots and 20 grams of minced garlic until aromatic. I add the chopped tomatoes and pineapple, stir frying briefly to release their flavors. Next, I pour in the shrimp broth we prepared earlier and bring it to a boil. I season the soup with 80 grams of sugar, 10 grams of seasoning powder, 4 grams of salt, the tamarind juice, and finally 15 milliliters of fish sauce for that umami depth. Once the soup is boiling, I add the sliced taro stems, followed by the samphire, rice paddy off, and cilantro. After turning off the heat, I sprinkle the preserved fire garlic on top for an extra layer of aroma. And there you have it, a refreshing and flavorful Vietnamese sour shrimp soup with samphire. Perfect for a sunny day by the sea. Sweet shrimp, tangy tamarind, and salty samphire, a truly Vietnamese specialty you should try. If you enjoy the culinary journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with Gourmet. See you in the next adventure.